I know there's much truth in that song. It will be worth it all when we see Christ. In Revelation, the 21st chapter, 2nd verse. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven. Marvelous revelation. I believe John forgot many things when he saw that New Jerusalem. He said the former things were passed away. This in itself seems wonderful for many of the things that we know down here. We look through this chapter. John told many of the things that were not there. He starts it off with saying there was no more sea. I've puzzled over that somewhat. So many times I like to go to the seashore. But I can remember one time when I was aboard ship, we were leaving behind those that we loved, sailing out into the war zone. The sea meant separation. Many months passed by before I saw the homeland again. The sea separates. Many people are separated today, separated by various boundaries, by race, by creed, by color. But there will be no separation in that city. No more sea. It's going to be a glorious place to be. When we consider that city, it seems just the thoughts of it seems to let our burdens grow a little lighter. Helps us to forget some of the things that we go through down here when we contemplate a little upon it. But oh, what it must be like to get a glimpse of it, to see it, forgetting the former things. No more tears. I've observed some families with little tots, how easily they are hurt, start to tears. But a mother perhaps will pull a piece of candy out of her purse. First thing you know, the tears are forgotten. Just a little joy, just a little anticipation, the tears are gone. Our tears may go deeper. Our sorrows may seem to have nothing to alleviate them, but there'll be no more tears, no more sorrows, no more crying, nor any more pain. The pain will be gone. The pains that we suffer from physical aches, the pains we suffer from distress, the heartaches, all pains will be gone. It's something to contemplate. It's good to think about. It's good to dwell upon. It's good to look forward to it. It's good to prepare for that city where the former things are passed away and God makes all things new. There are many people that won't be there. The fearful and the unbelieving, the abominable and the murderers, the sorcerers and the idolaters, the liars, those that cause trouble and distress down here upon this world of ours, those that cause the heartaches, the wars, all of the troubles that are in this world, they won't be there. There'll be no more trouble, no more divisions. Glorious place, isn't it, to think about, to meditate upon, and to feel that someday soon we'll be going there. That's the glorious part of the anticipation, is that it won't be long, that the day is drawing near, that our time is coming soon. The Lord himself is going to receive us unto himself. We read that there'll be no temple there. I think of the many churches, temples erected to the worship of God. But I think of the many divisions. There are hundreds of divisions. There'll be no division there. The Lord prayed for his disciples and for us, that he all might be one, even as he and the Father are one. We need to have that experience of sanctification down here. We're going to have it, because we're all going to be one up there. We'll be one down here, or we won't go up there. For it's going to be a holy city for a holy people. Oh, I don't mean that all churches are going to unite with their various doctrines and creeds. I mean that there's going to be a called out group, a people who have been born of the Spirit, a people who have been sanctified holy through the blood of Christ. They are the ones that are going to be there. They are one down here. They'll be one up there. A holy city, a holy place. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. It's only the first resurrection that's going to allow its inhabitants to go to that holy city. There is a second death and a second resurrection, as we might call it, where all the dead come forth and stand before the judgment seat of Christ, or before the great white throne. All. But there is a resurrection unto damnation. The first resurrection. It's what the Apostle Paul was aiming for. If by any means, he said, he might obtain to that. He got a little view, I believe. He told of one. He didn't want to mention his name, but he seemed to be alluding to himself when he said he knew a man about 14 years before this time who was caught up into the third heaven. And he said he heard words there that were unlawful or impossible to utter. There are things he saw that he couldn't describe. There are things that he heard that he couldn't speak. But he never lost the vision. He kept pressing toward that goal, reaching forward, forgetting the things that are behind, he said. It wasn't hard for him to forget those things. He was looking for new things. He was looking for a new city. When it came time and he thought about going, he realized that there was much work to be done upon earth until he didn't know whether he wanted to live or die. But he said to go to be with Christ is far better. That was his choice in his heart. But he was willing to labor. He was willing to stay and work that he might win a few more souls for that glorious kingdom. There will be no more sun. Have you thought about that? The glorious light of our sun. It brightens our days. It divides our days and our nights. And how wonderful it is to step out into the sunlight after a few winter days or spring rains, and to see the sun come out and warm the earth, cause the plants to grow. There'll be no more sun. But there is a light. There is a light. And it's going to be a glorious light. The Lamb and the God Almighty. They're the light of it. That glorious light. I haven't seen it. I can't describe it. But I can believe that is something far superior to the light that comes from that sun that we see in the skies. A light that shines, a light that glows throughout the day, a light that glows continuously. No more night there. Night. Darkness, the power of evil are in the world. Jesus told those people that the hour of darkness was theirs. Their deeds were evil, but there will be all light. Glorious light. A wonderful place. A wonderful feeling. Oh, the sunshine feels good, but there's going to be a feeling far superior to that. The light that shines everywhere. No shadows. Won't that be something? Sometimes the shadows come. The physical and the spiritual. But there'll be no shadows up there. That light shines everywhere. Everywhere.
Yes, amen.
I thought of John as he looked at this city. I wondered how he could see 4 gates on the north, 4 gates on the east, 4 gates on the west, and 4 gates on the south, all at the same time. But I began to look in to the picture that he was drawing there. Why, he said those walls of jasper clear as crystal. And he said that those streets of gold like unto transparent glass. Why, John could see the entire cube inside and out with one glance. He could look right through, for there were no shadows or dark places. The light was everywhere, and the walls were transparent, and the streets were transparent, and the people that were there were holy. Ah, yes, you could see right through them, just like Jesus could look into the heart of Nathanael and say, an Israelite indeed, in whom there is no guile. Transparency. What a glorious place that's going to be.
Amen.
A holy, pure city. No moon. The light shines continuously. What a glorious place to think about, to contemplate. Gates to that city, but they're not closed. An ever-open door. The gates are there, but they're not closed, it says, by night. They're always open. always open. We talk about closed doors, but this is beyond the things that we have here. This is up there for those who have entered in. The kings of the earth bring their honor and their glory into it. The nations of the world. The light lightens this world and the new earth that John saw. No more curse. No more curse. Isn't that something? When you consider what the curse has brought. The curse came because of sin. And the curse is associated with sin. But the curse affects all of God's people here because of the physical pains, because of disease, because that by the sweat of our brow we'll earn our food and our living. It wasn't that way before the curse. There was no disease upon plant or animal. There was no necessity of tilling the soil because, like the lilies that Agnes sang about, they grew. They grew and they grew. And so it is there with the tree of life, with its 12 manner of fruits, bearing a fruit every month in its season. Continuous fruit the year around, if you might call it a year. A glorious place. I want to go there, don't you? I want to be ready. And when I think that there will be in no wise in there anything that defileth, this earth is defiled by the sins of mankind and by the curse. This world is scarred by the things that have defiled it. The cities, the cesspools, the iniquity of this old world. Nature itself is marred. Much of its beauty is scarred. But there will be no more curse. And there will not enter into it anything that defileth or maketh a lie. Such unity, such oneness, such glorious peace, a city. Don't you want to go there? Don't you want to go there? Don't you want to be ready for that city? Is there something in your heart that can be stirred to prepare yourself here, to forget those things that might hinder, to lay aside every weight and the sin that doth so easily beset, and to run with patience the race that is before you? Just to think upon that city and what isn't there. But oh, the beauty of what is there. God himself, the Lamb, or the temple of it. To worship God, looking into his face, kneeling at his feet, hearing his voice say, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." This will make us forget the former things and everything that's here below. No candles, it said, needed there. Our electricity that we prize so much, to flip a switch and turn on a light. Light everywhere. Always in his presence. Always beholding his face. Always walking in his grace. Beauty. A pure river. No contamination. No problems. either in the air or in the water. Purity, purity, cleanliness, holiness. These are things we can enjoy and shall enjoy if we prepare our hearts for it down here. I, John, saw the holy city, he said. I saw it. He didn't say too much then about the things that he had gone through down here. He introduces himself as being banished for the word of God upon the Isle of Patmos. But he said he was in the Spirit on the Lord's day. And from there on, he forgot. He didn't mention. The historians tell us that he was boiled in oil, but they couldn't kill him. Whether true or not, we don't know, because John didn't say anything about it. If there were days in dungeons, if there were times when his feet were in fetters like Joseph, it's not mentioned. He saw the holy city. He saw the holy city. He saw Jesus, and he forgot all of these other things. It'll be worth it all when we see Jesus. Our glimpse will not be a revelation, as John was, for a moment, but our glimpse will be for eternity, forever and ever and ever, to dwell with Christ in a holy city. Don't you want to go there? Amen. Don't you want to be ready for that place? May the Lord help us today to realize that it's close. It's within our hand's grasp, as it were, within the vision of our eyes. It's almost here, the time when we shall see Jesus for ourselves. Shall we seek to draw nearer to him now? Shall we draw a little closer to him now? Shall we forget some of the things that we complain about now? Shall we forget some of our pain and aches now? Shall we leave behind some of the things that perplex us now? Shall we say, I know that I can make it, and press forward towards it, leaving beside those things that trouble us and those things we think we cannot consecrate or get along without? There'll be no more of many of those things up there. Let's press in toward the goal. Let's fight to the finish. It may be hard, as we heard this morning. There may be some battles along the way. But oh, thank God, it'll be worth it all when we see Jesus. When one glimpse of his face we get. When one sight of that holy city. When once we get within view of the pearly gates. It'll be worth it all. No more sorrow or pain. No more of these things. But oh, thank God, a perfect light, a perfect law, a perfect place. No more those trials of trying to get together with the enemy, spending 30 days just to find a place where we can talk. I wonder what we're going to listen to after they start talking. It isn't going to be good. But thank God our hopes can be beyond the peace that this old world tries to make. There is peace in the heart of a Christian, and there is a joy of the things yet to come. Do you want them? They can be yours. You can feel the glory of it in your soul. You can feel the light of it in your heart. Do you want it? Do you want a little more of it? Won't you come forward as we stand and sing? Seek his face. Call upon God. Expect him to come into your life. Expect him to do for you what he says he'll do. Have faith in God. Get your eyes on things beyond, like Abraham, who saw a city that had foundations, whose builder and maker was God. He didn't care very much for this world anymore. He didn't build a home. He just lived in a tent the rest of his life.